Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about something different. So, if you didn't watch my last video, I said that Goliath was my least favorite ride at Six Flags in New England, and how I'm glad that it's finally being removed. However, as far as I know, it's still standing. And I say it's only a matter of time before it gets torn down and we get our sweet, sweet prince that will save the park. So what will it be, you might be wondering? Well, I think that it has two options, but first I want to knock out two other options. So, first one I've heard be tossed around is an RMC Raptor, similar to like Wonder Woman, Stunt Pilot, and the other one. I don't remember what it's called. And while I do think it could possibly fit in there, and it would definitely work, there's just one problem. Those Raptors are known for being ejector full rides, and and very intense. And you have to remember, Wicked Cyclone is in the same park and it's gonna be right next to it. So by adding that, you're gonna be overshadowing Wicked Cyclone, which is arguably really intense. So it doesn't make any sense. Also, we need a launch coaster really bad. So unless if RMC can find a way to put a launch on an RMC to compete with the Intamin Hot Racer, I don't think that we're going to be getting a RMC Raptor. At least not yet. Maybe we will someday, but I'm saying not now. The other one I want to cross out is a mock power splash for one reason, and that is, while we do know that Six Flags works with mock now technically, I think it's just a one-off deal. And also, the amount of time that Six Flags has spent on that coaster for Aquaman is absurd. Do you really think that Six Flags is going to be wanting to spend even more money on a mock coaster, especially a Power Splash after Aquaman opens? No, definitely not. And now you might be saying to yourself, well, okay, but what else could they get? We already know they need a launch coaster, but they already work with two manufacturers that make launch coasters, Premier and SNS. Now, this is what I'm thinking. It just depends on how long we wait. If we want to rush it and we try pressuring Six Flags New England into getting it, they're probably going to go with a Premier, I think, for one reason, because Premier is cheaper than SNS. However, if we actually wait a little bit, then we might actually get a better deal with SNS. And who knows, maybe even remove Flashback, even though I would miss it because for some reason I actually really like that. You could easily replace that and have like the station in Flashback's plot, and then just have it launch over the Midway. That would be pretty cool. So what do I think's gonna happen? I'm pushing for the SNS launch coaster, but that's just if number one, if they actually already have the money to run with it, or if we decide to let them wait it out. However, if we keep on pressuring them, they're most likely going to feel pressured to get a Premier launch coaster. And another option I could see actually now is possibly maybe a Vekoma launch coaster. Seeing how SNS and Vekoma are under the same parent company. However, I'm not sure. And that's a big if too. Anyway, I hope you liked today's video. Hopefully you did at least. Please subscribe and also make sure to comment what you think is going to replace Goliath and if my ideas are accurate.